Do you have a 550 credit score and you think that nobody would approve you for a credit card? Or have you been rejected by traditional banks? Or maybe you're wondering, is there actually a credit union out there that will approve you for $10,000, $15,000, or even $20,000 even though you have a 550 credit score?
Okay, Money Magnets. Now, before you click away thinking this sounds too good to be true, stick around with us because we're going to break down exactly how to become a member, what products they offer, and most importantly, the exact strategy to get approved, even with bad credit. Now, you need to watch this entire video because what I'm about to share with you is going to blow your mind.
That's right, we're talking about Affinity Credit Union.
Yes.
And they're approving people with credit scores as low as 550 for unsecured credit cards with limits up to $20,000. And here's the best part, no annual fee. So make sure you hit the like button right now and subscribe to our channel because we drop videos like this every single week to help you build credit and raise capital for your business.
Okay, Marvin. So let's start with who Affinity Federal Credit Union is. They're based in New Jersey, but here's the beautiful thing about it. They offer membership nationwide. That right there is a cash flow changer. You don't have to live in New Jersey to join. Drop in the comments which credit union you belong to.
That's huge because a lot of people think credit unions are only for people who live in certain states. Not with Affinity. They have over $3 billion in assets and serve more than 250,000 members across the country.
Okay, now let's talk about what makes them special for people with bad credit. And that's their mission.
Right.
They focus on financial inclusion. What that means, Money Magnets, is they actually want people who have been turned down by traditional banks. They look at the entire financial picture, not just the credit score, Marvin.
Yeah, so exactly. You know, and look at this, guys. Even if you have a 550 credit score, but you have steady income, they're going to consider you. So if you have some credit challenges in the past, but you're working to rebuild, they're going to work with you.
Now, let me be clear. This is not a secure credit card where you have to put down a deposit.
Right.
That right there could be a cash flow changer for your pockets. We're talking about unsecured credit cards with real credit limits starting at $5,000 and going all the way up to $20,000, Money Magnets.
And look, that's life-changing for somebody trying to build business credit or just trying to get back on their feet financially. Gloria, let's tell them how to join.
All right, so the first step is becoming a member. And this is super simple, okay? All you need to do is make a one-time $5 donation to the Affinity Foundation. Really easy.
That's it. $5, not $500, not $50, $5 and you're in, and you can start to build a firm foundation for your credit history.
Okay, the Affinity Foundation supports financial literacy programs and it helps underserved communities. So your $5 is actually going to a good cause while getting access to these incredible financial products.
And look, once you make that donation, you open a savings account with a minimum deposit of $5. So now you're looking at just $10 total to become a member and get access to everything Affinity offers.
Now, here's what I want you to understand. Membership is the key that unlocks everything, all of their products. So once you become a member, you'll have access to credit cards, personal loans, auto loans, home equity loans, and even business products.
All right, so look, don't skip this step. Go to their website, make the $5 donation, open your savings account, and you're officially a member. The whole process takes only about 10 minutes. You should be able to join by the end of this video.
Okay, now let me tell you a few things that you need to make sure you have. Your social security number, your driver's license, and proof of address. Have all of these things ready. They'll need them to verify your identity. Credit unions usually ask for this up front.
And once you're approved for membership, you'll get an email confirmation and you can immediately start applying for their credit products. Look, for the best results, make sure you have your pay stubs available because they may ask for that. And then for data points, they're gonna pull Experian. And then I want y'all to drop in the comments how many people joined this credit union by the end of this video.
Okay, Marvin, now let's talk about the credit cards because this is where it really gets exciting. Affinity offers several different credit card options, but we're going to focus on the ones that works best with the 550 credit score.
All right, the main card that we're going to talk about today is the Affinity Visa Platinum card. And that is their flagship unsecured card, and it's designed for people who are building or rebuilding credit.
Okay, and here's what makes it amazing, okay? So there's no annual fees, and you know how I feel about holding a card in your wallet with no fees, okay? Now, the credit limits go anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, and the competitive APR starting at around 12.99% for qualified applicants. That's pretty good.
Right.
They also have fraud protection and zero liability. Free access to your credit score, so that means you'll know what your credit score is at all times, Money Magnets.
Now, that APR might be higher if you have a 550 credit score. You might see something closer to 18 to 24%, but here's the thing. You're not going to carry a balance anyway, right? So pay it off every month and don't worry about the interest.
Exactly, Marvin. We also teach people how to use credit cards strategically.
Yeah.
You're using this card to build your credit and establish a payment history, not to go on a shopping spree or to go in debt.
Right, so even if the APR is higher, it doesn't matter because you're going to pay it off every month. You're using it for gas, groceries, maybe a Netflix subscription, and then you're going to pay the full balance off before the due date so you can build credit, right?
Now, and here's what happens when you do that. Your credit score starts climbing.
Right.
That means it's going up. You're building positive payment history. You're keeping your utilization all the way low.
Yeah.
And in 6 to 12 months, you're going to see a dramatic improvement.
Look, Plus Affinity reviews accounts every 6 months for credit limit increases. So if you start with a $5,000 limit and you're making on-time payments, they might bump you up to $10,000 or even $15,000 without even asking. And also make sure that you're still doing a little credit repair to improve your credit as well.
Most definitely. Now that's huge for your credit utilization ratio. The more available credit you have, the better your score looks, as long as you're not using it all at one time and running your card up.
And if you need credit repair, we have a DIY system that you can check out that can really help you. Listen to this testimony. All right, so let's get right to the strategy, guys. How do you actually get approved with a 550 credit score? Because just applying randomly is not gonna work.
Okay, so the first thing, timing matters. You want to apply when you have at least 3 to 6 months of stable income that you can document. Affinity wants to see that you can afford the monthly payments.
And if you're self-employed, consider paying yourself on payroll through ADP. That can really help you. We've seen a lot of approvals when you're actually paying yourself every 2 weeks or every week. So if you just started a new job last week, wait a little bit. Build up some of those pay stubs, show some consistency. That's gonna make a huge difference in your approval odds.
The second thing you want to do, clean up what you can on your credit report before you apply. I'm not saying you need to have a perfect credit score, but if you have collections that you can pay off or dispute errors, do that first.
Yeah, because even the small improvements can push you from a 550 to a 580 or 600, and then that makes a big difference. You become a stronger applicant. Use a service like Credit Karma to pull your credit reports for free, and then see what's dragging you down.
Okay, now third, and this is very critical. Have a banking relationship with Affinity before you apply for the credit cards. We talk about relationship all the time. Remember, that savings account you open, put some money in it. Even if it's just $100 or $200.
And why? Because when they review your credit card application, they can see that you already are a member in good standing. You've got money in your account, and you're not a complete stranger. And then if you set up a direct deposit, oh man, that's even better.
Okay, Marvin, this is the same strategy that we teach with Navy Federal and Pentagon Federal. Building the relationship first, then applying for the credit, it dramatically increases your approval odds.
All right, fourth, be honest on your application. Don't inflate your income. Don't lie about your employment. They're gonna verify everything. And if they catch you lying, it's an automatic denial.
But here's what you can do. Include all sources of income. If you have a side hustle, which we talk about that a lot, include that. if you get child support or alimony, include that as well.
Exactly.
If you have rental income, you flip properties, you can include that too.
Affinity looks at your debt to income ratio. So the more legitimate income you can show, the better. Just make sure you can document if they ask. Credit unions always want to see a little bit more documentation than banks do.
Okay, now the fifth thing is apply online, not in person.
Right.
Their online application system is a little bit more automated and tends to be more lenient than going through a loan officer.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, who might be a little bit more conservative, money magnets.
And when you apply online, you usually get an instant decision or you get a decision within 24 to 48 hours.
Yes.
If you apply in person, it might take longer and go through more scrutiny.
Now, here's a pro tip, guys, okay? If you get denied, don't give up.
Right.
We want you to keep your spirits up.
Exactly.
Call their reconsideration line and ask to speak with a lending specialist. Explain your situation. Tell them about your income, your stability, your plans to rebuild your credit, and you never know what could happen.
You know, because sometimes the human conversation can flip a denial into an approval,
Yes.
especially if you're kind of borderline. They may offer you a lower limit to start, like $2,000 or $3,000.
Yes.
Hey, but that's still a win because at the end of the day, you just want to get your foot in the door and get started, and this may help you do that.
Okay, now let's walk through the actual application process step by step so you'll know exactly what to expect.
All right, number one, go to affinityfcu.com and click Become a Member. All right, make a $5 donation to the Affinity Foundation. Open your savings account with another $5. So that's $10 total that you got to spend.
Okay, number two, you want to wait for your confirmation, your membership confirmation.
Right.
This usually comes within the first few hours, but it can take up to 24 hours.
Right. Step three, log into your new member account and navigate the credit card selection. You'll see all their card options and choose the one that fits your situation.
Okay, step number four. Click on the Visa Platinum credit card and hit the apply button. The application will ask for your personal information, your name, your address, social security number, your date of birth, your employment information, your employer name, your income,
Right.
your length of time at your, with your employer,
Right.
your housing information, your rent, or do you own,
Right.
monthly payments, and your financial information last, which is a checking or savings accounts balance, and if you have any other debts.
All right, step number five, review everything carefully before you submit.
Yes.
Make sure there are no typos or errors. One wrong digit in your social security number can cause an automatic denial.
Step 6, submit the application and
Yeah.
wait for the decision. Approved.
Yes.
And like I said, most people get an instant decision or hear back within 1 to 2 business days.
And if you approve, congratulations. Your card will arrive in 7 to 10
Yes.
business days. If you're denied, you'll get a letter explaining why, and that's when you can call the reconsideration line. Please don't give up.
And don't apply for multiple cards at the same time.
Right.
We don't recommend that. Each application is a hard inquiry on your credit report, and too many inquiries will hurt your score and make you look desperate to lenders.
All right, focus on Affinity first. Get approved,
Yes.
use the card responsibly for 6 months, and then consider applying for another card if you need more credit. Because what you want to do is make sure you got a solid relationship with them, and then they'll extend you another card.
Okay, guess what? Once you get your approval and your card arrives, this is where the real work begins.
Right.
You've got to use this card strategically to
Yeah.
rebuild your credit.
Right. Here's the game plan. Charge small recurring expenses on the card every month.
Yes.
You know, we're talking about like Netflix, Spotify, your phone bill, gas, for your car, and then things that you're already paying for anyway, so it's not going to put you in debt.
Now, it's really important that you keep your utilization under 30%
Yeah.
of the credit limit. So, if you get a $5,000 limit, don't charge more than $1,500 per month.
Right.
Ideally, keep it under 10%, which would be $500.
And you're probably thinking, why would I do this?
Yes.
Because credit utilization is normally 30% of your credit score.
Yes,
so
it
the
is.
lower your utilization, the higher your credit score goes. It's one of the fastest ways to boost your credit. So a lot of people think, why is my score low? Pay those balances down, guys.
And make sure that you're only charging what you can afford.
Right.
Like set up auto payment. Pay the full statement balance every single month. Not the minimum payment, the full balance.
Right.
This ensures you'll never miss a payment and you'll never pay interest.
And remember, payment history is 35% of your score. So
Yes.
making on-time payments is the single most important thing that you can do. Even one late payment, what I mean by late, a 30-day late, can
Yes.
drop your score by 50 to 100 points. It's worse than a bankruptcy.
Now, after 6 months of perfect payment history, check your credit score. You should see a significant increase. We're talking about 50 to 80 points or more when you started with a 550 credit score.
And here's where it gets exciting, guys. Once your score hits 650 or 680, you can
Yes.
start applying for their premium cards with better rewards, lower interest rates, and guess what? Higher limits.
But what we don't want you to do is close your Affinity card. Keep it open and active because it's building your credit history length, which is about 15% of your credit score. The longer you have the account open, the better.
Yeah, just use it once every few months for
Yes.
a small purchase. Pay it off and let it continue working for you in the background, because the main thing you want to keep concentrating on, guys, is on-time payments and building that relationship.
Which is so important. Okay, now let's talk about how this fits into your business credit building strategy.
Right.
Because that's what a lot of our watchers are really interested in.
Look, once you've established your personal credit with Affinity,
Yes.
and you're in good standing, you can leverage a relationship to get business products. They have those as well.
Okay, now Affinity does offer business checking accounts, business savings accounts.
Right.
They also have business credit cards. And here's the key. They're much more likely to approve your business for credit if you already have a strong personal relationship with them.
Right, so keep in mind, guys, the strategy is get approved for the personal Visa Platinum card.
Yes.
Use it responsibly
Yes.
for about 6 to 12 months, build that relationship, and then apply for a business checking account.
Now, once your business checking account is open and you're running transactions through it, wait another 3 to 6 months and then apply for your business credit card. Like we always say, it's about building the relationship, money magnets.
Now, here's what's powerful about this approach. You know, you're using your personal credit to open doors for your
Yes.
business credit. And once your business credit is established, it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. So now you're actually separating the two, and you're going to have your personal credit here and your business credit over here, and they're not going to commingle.
Marvin, that right there could be a cash flow changer on the personal side.
Yeah.
And what that means is you can have $50,000 in business credit limits
Right.
without it affecting your personal credit utilization or your debt to ratio income.
Right.
Now, that's huge for qualifying for a mortgage or a personal loan later on down the road.
And if you structure your business correctly as an LLC or a
Yes.
corporation, you can build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit profile, which means you'll have a score from 0 to 100 for your business.
Now, Marvin, did we tell them we teach this entire system in our Business Credit Secrets program, which I'll tell you about in just a few minutes. But the foundation starts with getting your personal credit right first.
Look, you can't build a business credit empire on a foundation of personal bad credit. That's a
Yes.
huge myth that everybody thinks. You got to fix the personal side first, and that's exactly what this Affinity card helps you do.
So think of this as step one in a much bigger strategy.
Right.
We're talking about a personal credit card, business checking account, business credit card, vendor credit, business loan. It is a progress.
Yeah, it's a marathon, and Affinity can be your partner through that entire journey because they offer the products at every stage that you're at. They can take you from bad credit to great credit and business products.
Okay, Marvin, before we wrap this up, let me quickly mention some of the other Affinity products that might help you on your financial journey.
Yeah, you know what that is? They offer personal loans from
Yes.
$500 to $50,000 with terms up to 60 months. Look, if you need to consolidate debt or cover an emergency expense or maybe even pay taxes, this is a great option once you become a member.
Should I tap Marvin on the shoulder? Because they have auto loans with competitive rates. If you're looking to buy a new car and you have a 550 credit score, Affinity is much more likely to approve you than a traditional bank or dealership.
Look, and let's not forget about the home equity lines of credit that are available. If you have a home,
Yes.
you can borrow against your equity for home improvement, debt consolidation, or you may want to start a business. But if you start a business, make sure you got a solid business plan using your home equity.
And they also have checking accounts with no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements. That's huge because a lot of the banks charge anywhere from $12 to $15 per month just to have a checking account with them.
So once you're a member, explore all of the products.
Yes.
Build a complete banking relationship with them. The more products you have, the more valuable you become as a customer, and the more likely they are approve you for higher credit limits and better terms.
And their customer service is excellent. You can call them, chat with them online, or visit a branch if you're in the New Jersey area.
Right.
They actually care about helping their members succeed. That's important.
Yeah. All right, guys. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, go to affinityfcu.com and become a member. Make your $5 donation.
$5.
Open your savings account and get the process started.
Secondly, while you're waiting on your membership to be approved,
Yeah.
pull your credit report and see what you're working with. Know your score, know what's on your report, and make a plan to address any major issues.
Right. Third, once you're a member, apply for that Visa Platinum card.
Yes.
Follow the strategy we laid out in this video. Show a stable income, be honest on your application,
Yes.
and build that banking relationship first.
And fourth, now this is really important. If you want our help building your business credit or raising that capital for your business, go to the link in the description below and book your free consultation with us.
Look, guys, we've helped thousands of business owners raise 6 and 7
Yes.
figures in capital, and we can show you how we did it step by step. We'll analyze your situation, create a custom game plan, and give you that roadmap to success. So make sure you click that link in the description below.
Now, Marvin, this isn't just about getting one credit card,
Right.
Money Magnets. This is about building a complete financial foundation
Right.
that allows you to fund your dreams, start your business, buy real estate, and create generational wealth.
So don't wait, guys. Take action today. Become a member of Affinity Federal Credit Union. Get that credit card. Start rebuilding your credit
Yes.
right now. And make sure you subscribe to this channel because we drop videos like this every single week. I need you to hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads.
But hold up, because I have a gem.
What you got, Glove?
Okay, Money Magnets, if you're looking for a credit union that gives anyone $50,000 credit cards for just a $5 membership, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.